Welcome to Creative Web Tips. In this video, we will be talking about 10 blogging tips for newbies. Hi, once again, I'm Cassandra. I help newbie entrepreneurs find creative and affordable ways to get their online biz started on the right track. I'm here to talk to you about tips on how to be an effective and productive blogger. The first thing you want to consider when you're thinking of starting a blog, you want to establish your purpose. You want to establish what your reasons or why you're writing your blog. Is it for fun? Is it for money? Is it going to be a tool to help others? You might want to write down these goals and post them somewhere so you can always be reminded of why you're doing what you're doing. Tip number 2, research your target audience. Where you're doing this is you want to find out where your target audience would be. Where do they hang out? What do they read? How old are they? Basically, you're trying to find out where your demographic is and how to reach them. The next thing is you want to be mindful that you create content that people are actually searching for. This is where you need to figure out what problems or pain points that your audience experiences that you can provide a solution for. For example, you might want to look at go on Google and do a search and just type in a typical or something that you're an expert in and that you know you have a solution for, and type in a problem and then see what are the results that are currently listed. If you notice that when you're going through your Google search, if there's plenty of options that are available, but maybe from your standpoint, you can add more clarity to providing a solution for your audience. Next thing you want to do, which is step 4, select the social media platform. In this case, you will definitely need at least 1 or 2, and you do not want to overwhelm yourself with going on 5 or more. When you are starting out, you may feel compelled to join every single social media platform. I advise you don't do this to yourself because you can get easily overwhelmed and basically burn yourself out. I've made that mistake in the past, and lesson learned, I no longer do that. I currently focus only on my Pinterest account and Instagram. Next step, establish a writing habit. You need to establish a writing habit or a routine, which I'm sure many of you have struggled with. You have to figure out what methods works best for you. For example, as far as when's the best time to write, how many words do you want to write in a day? One of the things that I tend to do when I created my routine is to pick the best time to write, which for me was usually early mornings, like 2 a.m. or late night when everyone is sleeping. For me, it's very quiet, there are no interruptions. Write down your ideas immediately. When you get your ideas, you want to make sure that you write them out somewhere. Even if you don't have a pen and paper, just pull out your smartphone and jot down a note. And that way you can go back and reference it later on. Select your blogging platform. In this case, what you decide to use is up entirely to you. I tend to be biased because all the blogs and websites I've created, I've always used WordPress. Start building an email list. It's better to start early than later. When you have a setup from the beginning, you don't get overwhelmed or stuck as far as figuring out how to introduce your emails to your audience. I believe it's better to start early than later. One of the things that I made the mistake of doing was trying to do everything else but not create an email list. And at the end of the day, your list is where you will be able to communicate with your audience outside of your website. This is where you're able to introduce yourself, build some form of rapport, and then it lets them see you for who you are and what you're about. Cornerstone content is based around a hub page, not a blog post, that connects or groups together all of your content on the topic covered by a specific keyword you want to rank for. This quote is from Philip Gledhill, and this is actually going to introduce us to our next slide, which is to create cornerstone content. How does this help? This helps set the tone as far as what categories that you will be addressing for your ideal audience. The next thing is you need to get an accountability partner. It can be lonely and frustrating starting a blog. You need to surround yourself with others who are doing the same thing as you. You will definitely need an accountability partner. There are times when I started out where I wanted to quit too many times that I stopped keeping count. And when I went and was looking online for communities or individuals who were doing the things that I was interested in doing, that's when I came across an accountability partner that I have, and her name happens to be Mary Beth. And she keeps me in line. Sometimes I'll just have a day where I just feel no motivation, or I'm just basically drained. And just having someone to speak to and just express to them how your frustrations with what you're trying to accomplish, they can easily give you some pointers, or just be a listening ear to help you as far as making you understand that what you are doing, you are not necessarily alone, and that it is possible to succeed and reach your goals. And of course, when you're doing this, you want to definitely be mindful that you need to invest in yourself. You are your best asset when it comes down to it. When you're saying, like most people say, what do you mean by invest in myself? Well, for anything that you set out to do, you want to be able to learn from the best. You want to be able to acquire skills and knowledge that you may not have had prior before, or at least to add to what you currently have. So in this case, for example, you might want to consider taking a mastermind or course that teaches you the basics of creating a blog and making it into a business. There are individuals who are currently doing the same thing that you are trying to set out to do. And usually these individuals, they've been where you have been before. So the best thing for you to do so that you don't basically keep prolonging your success is to find the courses, the mastermind, the individuals that are already reached the level of success that you're acquiring, or I should say aspiring for, and you can learn from them. And sometimes these individuals, they have their own resources where they're willing to share with you. And usually they're in the form of a course, or usually they're in the form of a mastermind or an ebook. Whatever you can get your hands on, just take what you can. Of course, use some discernment, because there are a lot of individuals out there that are just spewing out a lot of misinformation. But find the right person who I would say is considered like a virtual mentor for yourself, and learn from them. And then, of course, put your spin on it so that you'll be able to establish yourself as a blogger, but also establish yourself as a blogger with a business. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching this. If you do want more tips and tools, You can catch me here on Facebook.com on official Cassandra BPR, or Instagram at Creative Web Tips, Pinterest.com. If you have any questions, comments, or you might want me to create another video tutorial for you on any of these topics that are related, just go ahead and send me an email to hello@cassandrapierre.com. And I hope these were helpful for you. If there's anything else that I can help you with, let me know on the comments below. Once again, please like, subscribe, or share this video with someone that you know may be in the area of looking for how to start a blog. You guys have a nice day. Have a good one. Bye.